Hey guys, the big man TOMCUSHNIE is back! Doing prediction videos on his channel. This is a vlog today. We're going vlog style, which could be actually quite dangerous. I might need my arm amputated after this one, because have you seen how long SummerSlam's gonna be? It's gonna be like 6 hours. It's as if they don't learn from, you know, the last 2 SummerSlams, which almost put me into a coma. They were that long and boring. I mean, I've actually got 2 A4 sheets of paper for this predictions video, and I'm not too happy about that because this paper probably costs more than the ad revenue I'm getting at the moment from these videos. However, I'm doing it for the people today. We're predicting every match at SummerSlam, who's gonna win. There's only TOMCUSHNIE that knows. I don't really look like a face that knows anything, to be honest, so take everything with a little bit of a pinch of salt. However, we're gonna have a bit of fun doing these prediction videos. Now, I'm actually probably one of the only YouTubers which hasn't been invited by 2K to go to SummerSlam for the 2K18, you know, press party and SummerSlam thing. Apparently not good enough. Apparently not good enough. Maybe I should have done 200 episodes of WWE 2K17 instead of, you know, 145 simultaneously with a career mode and universe mode. Anyway, let's get on to this. So, the first match I'm going to predict actually isn't a match that might not happen. Jason Jordan might take on The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. And here, this is such a WWE thing to do, isn't it? I feel like they are going to put the belt on Jason Jordan if this match happens. Do you guys agree with me with that? I feel like they're going to go for like a sink or swim logic here. Like, it's clearly not bloody working, boys. So, let's fuck it and let's just go for it. Let's put the belt on Jason Jordan. I mean, what a disaster it was to have Miz come to Raw anyway. Like, what were they thinking? What were they actually... I'm going to stand up here. What were they thinking? Like, he's gone shit. Like, what is he even doing nowadays? So, yeah, I feel like they're going to put the belt on Jason Jordan because it's clearly not working, so just put the belt on him. See if anything good happens from that. That's what I'm feeling there. Anyway, the next match, we've got Tozawa, who they have just put the belt on, against Neville in a rematch. Also, a WWE thing I think they're going to do here is put the belt straight back on Neville. They just recently did it with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, so it is just such a WWE thing to do, isn't it? I feel like they put the belt on Tozawa to make hype for this match. Then they're just going to put it right back on Neville. I'm not actually too bothered who wins this match. If Tozawa retains, I'm not too bothered, apart from the fact I got the prediction wrong. But, yeah, this is going to be one of the best matches on the show. So, I don't really know why they've ruined a title change on Raw instead of doing it at SummerSlam, because I actually don't think we're getting that many title changes anyway. But, yeah, whoever wins, it'll be good anyway. But I feel like a WWE thing is just put the belt back on Neville. We'll probably get this match again as well, so yeah. And at the end of the day, Neville's been really, really good as champion. He has been champion since the Royal Rumble, which is crazy, but that just proves how good he's been, that he managed to carry the belt that long, and it honestly didn't feel that long. So whatever they do will be good, but I feel like they are going to put the belt back on Neville. I feel like that's why they had the title change on Raw instead of SummerSlam. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, we've got a women's championship match. Oh god, we're not even finished the first page yet. We're already 3 minutes in, and my arm's aching like crazy. Anyway, here we go. By the way, they're the plans for the universe mode coming up. You might be able to zoom in on that. I think we're running on like some decent resolution today. It's like 1440p. I didn't even know that was possible. Anyway, Alexa Bliss is going to retain here because Sasha Banks really was second choice to Bayley. So they weren't really planning on having Sasha Banks in this title match. So yeah, they're just going to have Alexa Bliss retain. And even if Bayley was facing Alexa Bliss here, I still think Alexa would have retained because I think they're setting up for Nia Jax against Alexa Bliss. Does anybody want to see that? I don't. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. Next match, we've got the Demon. Is he going to be the Demon against Bray Wyatt? I feel like Bray Wyatt's going to win here. God, that's a bit messy, isn't it? Move that. I feel like Bray Wyatt's going to win here. It feels like they want to sort of span this out for as long as possible, even though it's not even been that good. So yeah, we're going to have Bray Wyatt win here. I feel like Finn Balor really does need a win. He's done shit all since he came back. But yeah, this is kind of his return to SummerSlam. But I don't think he's going to win. I think Bray Wyatt's going to win. He needs a big win. They both do need big wins, but I feel like this feud has been set up to span over a few months, and yeah, it's going to go on for like 3 months, isn't it? And we're going to be so bored by the end of it. But Bray Wyatt wins the first match without a doubt. Big Show against Big Cass with Enzo in a shark cage, because they're not doing this just to promote a toy, are they? They just are, aren't they? They're just doing this to promote that stupid shark toy. I mean, I think I actually would quite enjoy having that. Anyway, Big Cass is going to win. Obviously, Big Cass is going to win. Big Show's putting him over. There's been a rumour that Enzo Amore, apparently, is going to turn heel and actually join back up with Big Cass because they're not too happy with what Enzo's doing and they feel like they probably made a mistake there. Would that be good? It's interesting. So could like maybe Enzo pass Big Cass some like weapon that he can use, because that seems to happen all the time in shark cage matches. I mean, they're in the shark cage to stop them from interfering, but every time they're in the shark cage, somebody always interferes. So that is just such a WWE thing to do, isn't it? But yeah, I feel like Enzo could actually join back up with Big Cass. That could happen. Next match, we've got Randy Orton against Rusev. I don't know too much about this because I feel like I missed the Raw where this started the setup for this. But you're going to have Randy Orton win this match, aren't you? You just are. Apparently Rusev's in the doghouse because he had a haircut. He had an haircut. But yeah, Randy Orton's going to win at SummerSlam. I mean, it's such sort of like a PG crowd as well. And it's such sort of, it's just a SummerSlam thing to do to have Randy Orton and John Cena win their matches. So that's what I'm going to go for there. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. I can see this going both ways. I can either see the Usos picking up the belts or the New Day retaining. Now, we've just had some breaking news that this is now on the pre-show. So one of the most interesting matches is now on the pre-show. That is such a WWE thing to do, isn't it? I originally wrote down the New Day were going to win. I've actually got it written down here. And I think I'm going to still go with that. I watched a video which kind of sort of convinced me that the Usos might win. However, now that this is on the pre-show, they're not going to have a title change on the pre-show, I don't believe. So New Day are going to win. And it is such a SummerSlam thing to do to have the New Day win, as well as Randy Orton, isn't it? So yeah. United States Championship match, AJ Styles against Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee. I don't have too much thoughts on the guest referee thing because I haven't really thought about it too much. But I do think AJ needs to retain here. I think I'm getting a bit sort of exhausted with this AJ Styles and Kevin Owens thing. Yeah, it feels like it's been going on for a while and they haven't had, like, you know, spectacular matches. They've been good, but come on, move on. I'm sure you can find somebody else for AJ to face. Comment down below who you'd like AJ Styles to face, actually, because I feel like he needs a new opponent. It's getting a bit boring with the whole Kevin Owens thing. So, yeah, I've got AJ Styles to retain here. I feel like he needs to just hold on to the belt, mate. Just hold on to the belt. SmackDown Women's Championship, Naomi against Natalya. This is where I think we would have got a cash-in if we didn't have Baron Corbin cash in like 6 days ago. So, Naomi's going to walk out as the champion. Because once again, that's such sort of like a SummerSlam thing to do, have the babyface win. But Natalya's not winning here. I don't even know why she's got this match. She just like, she won that sort of fatal 5-way match at Battleground. And then, like, really? I feel like TOMCUSHNIE being in this match would make more sense than Natalya being in this match. But yeah, Naomi's going to win. I would have said we would get a cash-in at this point, because they really need to sort of invigorate this division again, because it feels a bit lost at this point. Ever since they put the belt on Naomi, kind of feels like they don't know what they're doing. Because they've got Charlotte, who's a much bigger star, but they can't just put the belt on Charlotte all the time. So they're a bit stuck. So I feel like a cash-in could be quite a clever way to get out of this sort of rut that they're in. But they're not going to have 2 cash-ins in less than a week. So Naomi is just going to retain here. Baron Corbin against John Cena, a failed cash-in. People have asked me for my thoughts on this. I'm not actually that bothered because they can... I don't really know, like... I'm not like Baron Corbin's biggest fan, but I feel like he did show a hell of a lot of improvement in the last few weeks. Ever since sort of like WrestleMania, he's got like a hell of a lot better. And like now Money in the Bank just feels like a whole waste of time. Like, what even was the point? Like, what did they actually get out of this failed cash-in? Literally nothing. Damien Sandow failed his cash-in, and he's not even with the company anymore. This is such a WWE thing to do. Like, it just made no sense. It literally made no sense. Like, who was sat there and was like, you know what, lads, tonight, let's have Baron Corbin fail his cash-in, and let's have John Cena screw him over. What the hell? That makes no sense. They've been complaining for a while that, you know, they don't build up big stars. And then they just have, you know, one of their big stars that they're bringing up, Baron Corbin, just fail here and get screwed over by John Cena, who is quite a big backlash to that sort of argument. You know, people are like, oh, you need to build up big stars, stop using John Cena all the time. They're building up a big star, and then John Cena's the man to screw him over. So I feel like what they need to do here, which could actually make the cash-in fail work, is have Baron Corbin just completely dominate John Cena. Like, you know how John Cena got beaten up by Brock Lesnar a few years ago at SummerSlam? He needs to do that, but like maybe like twice as bad. That would work. That would really get Baron Corbin over as a heel. And then that would be an excuse to send John Cena to Raw, because that's where apparently he's going. But yeah, Baron Corbin has got to win here, or I just lose all hope in WWE. But that is such a WWE thing to do, have John Cena win here. Anyway, get a bit sidetracked. Nakamura, he's going to win the world title. I feel like they got the Baron Corbin cash-in out of the way so that Nakamura can just walk out with the belt. I think this Jinder Mahal thing, for me, has actually been quite fun. I've actually quite enjoyed it, but I feel like they've gone where they can with this. There's not really much room. There's not really more else they can do with this. I feel like he just cuts like the same promo and has the same matches and says the same things and does the same things with his J&J security wannabes. So yeah, I feel like Nakamura, it's very early for Nakamura to be winning the belt here. It should have been John Cena against Jinder Mahal, but it's not. It's Nakamura. They are going to put the belt on Nakamura and they're going to see what he can do with it. But I feel like Jinder's gone where he can now and you've got to do something else. So there you go. Brock Lesnar is going to walk out with the Universal Championship. Few reasons why. They shouldn't have said if Brock Lesnar loses, he's leaving, because he's not leaving, because his contract hasn't ended yet. His contract ends at next year's WrestleMania, so he's not leaving, so therefore he's not losing. They could, to be fair, they could actually make their way around this, because he could not be involved in the pin, and then they'd be like, well, he didn't really lose, did he? Because he was out of the match, or maybe he was sort of taken out by Roman, by a massive spear on the outside or something. They could get away with that, but I don't think they're going to do that. And also the Barclays Center tweeted out that Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, will be live on Monday Night Raw next week. So if that's not suggesting he's going to be Universal Champion, I don't know what is. Now, there is an argument that you could have any of these men walk out with the title. They've been built up that well. I'd say Samoa Joe out of the three other guys have the most chance of walking out with a belt, because one, Paul Heyman really likes him and is really sort of putting his word in to suggest that Joe should be walking out with the belt. And one, I feel like they're in sort of like, they're in like a really sort of risky position with Roman Reigns. I feel like it is actually starting to work now. I feel like he has got a really, really good character right now, and it's a lot better than it was 6 months ago. So I don't think putting the belt on him right now is the best idea. He's doing well without it. So's Braun Strowman. He doesn't need the belt right now. He's doing so well, he doesn't need the belt. I feel like Joe out of the three does need the belt, just on to cement his legitimacy as a heavyweight, and Paul Heyman likes him, and it's another heel they can put the belt on. So, what do you guys think about that? But I do still think Brock Lesnar's walking out with the belt. I think they screwed themselves over by saying he's going to leave if he doesn't win, because we all know he is going to win now then, because he's still contracted. Oh no, I'm that excited for SummerSlam. I've only gone and forgot, like, the main match I'm looking forward to. We've forgotten Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, The Shield, teaming up to take on Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championships. You know what? I actually think they could win here. So I'm actually going to go for Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. I think this is one of the most interesting things that the tag team division has seen in like months. So they've got to win. They've definitely got to win. I feel like this whole thing would feel like such a waste of time if they didn't put the belts on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. So we've had like weeks of them like, will they, won't they, fist bump each other. They are going to win the Tag Team Championships, and then they are going to fist bump each other. I feel like this could go on for a few months as well. They could have like a nice short run with the tag belts, and eventually Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel on Seth Rollins. But in the meantime, they are going to be Tag Team Champions. It's going to be a really good match as well, so I'm looking forward to that. There we go. So there you go. They're my predictions for SummerSlam. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. Smash that like button, and remember to comment your predictions down below. I'm also going to be live tweeting tonight through SummerSlam. So yeah, watch out for that. It should be pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My arm, thankfully, I think it's alright now. I've had to sort of like change halfway through, and it's been sort of awkward. Anyway, thanks to EE for letting me use their Samsung Galaxy S8. Take care. Spike your hair.